Shadowbat, what did you just do?
I wanted to blow up the house, Snappy, and you wouldn't let me. And now I'm gonna blow it. Oh wait, the wither explosions work. I don't need the creeper.
Hello to everyone who is watching this video. This is the 15th episode of Endercraft Season 4, and in the last episode, you can see that Shadow Bandit blew up his house and spawned a wither. Yes, I left it on a bit of a cliffhanger if you did not know how the resolution to that story ended. We ended up killing the wither with commands. I mean, the whole server was going to be griefed. Don't worry, we don't have the nether star, though that would be very, very cheaty indeed. Crazy man, he's a crazy man. He's gone now. He's no longer a part of the server. Shadow Bandit is a crazy man. I've got a few projects planned for today's episode, and I'm very excited to start them. So you know what, enough dilly-dallying. Why don't we do that now? In today's episode, I will be starting a new major project for the Endercraft server, and that is an underground villager trading hall. Me and Technolads here, as well as a few of the other Endercrafters, have been collecting up a whole bunch of materials to go and build this villager trading hall. We do have various other villager trading halls around the server, such as the Jabba the Breeding Hut one here, except one, it's not the most nice looking thing, and two, it is not fully automatic and kinda, yeah. Does that look like a villager to you? Not really to me. We do have others around the server, like this one at AG53 Space, except these guys are really messily linked up, and most of the time they will never restock their trades after you do some trading with them. And it's also not the most nice looking thing either. This is a bit of a mess. Plus, with these designs, if we do want to get a new villager in there, we have to go and breed it up in this breeding system, which is all fine and all, except then we need to manually move it into its trading cell, which is not the most fun thing. So this new design I will be making will be fully automatic, so they fully move into their module, and then if we do not want them, we can simply kill them, and there will be a whole bunch of redstone and nice automated things. I will leave a link in the description in case you want to check out the tutorial we are going to be using for this design. We cleared out a massive area. Yes, hello Technolads, why don't we go and build this amazing system that is going to be largely decorated with the spruce wood type. In total, we are going to have 44 villager slots that we can trade with, so 44 different villagers, so we can get all the different terracotta types, and I've already planned out all the different types of villagers we are going to get, and if you did not realize, we are making this directly in the center of the world, which is directly under the center mall, so we will have a base compartment to the center mall, and nicely decorated too. Anyway, I just placed in a whole bunch of redstone lamps. This is not a very exciting progress update. Let's wait till I have done some actual progress. I have built one of the modules here, now we are just going to repeat that as many times as we need. And here we go. Multiple hours on and later, I have finally made some progress. Speaking of villagers, AG53, also known as Crimson, who is also known as AG53, has decided to come and help along by building the villager breeder that will be the main powerhouse of, not powerhouse, the main power piece, new phrase there, of this whole entire system, which the floor and ceiling is not yet done. I will do that last though, as that is going to be the most time consuming. The main part, however, is now done. We have got a simple redstone system. If we want to have the villagers skip past and leave this cell empty, we can simply flick that lever. Otherwise, when they fall inside of this cell, it will get blocked off with the sticky piston at the back here, and then the next one will be available to be filled up. I have got to go along here though and connect up all the rails. First though, I've got to get out of this hole that I am now stuck in. Yes, it's very annoying to navigate down here. The villager breeder is now done for the trading hall, and it is a design by AG. I will have a link in the description, like always, if I can actually remember to do it. If I don't, just tell me in the comments, and then I will put the link there. The problem is, once a villager gets inside of this minecart, instead of staying there like a good boy, it will simply move the minecart minecart using magical forces and then go off, and I may not want that to happen. That is why I have hooked the minecart up to a redstone wire, where I simply press a button and then the minecart goes along the trail and then loops back around and ends up in this exact same location here. The problem is, villagers can move minecarts, which is not an intended feature. And while that is getting fixed in the next update, it is currently not fixed, so we have got to find a way around this problem. I was thinking, instead of activating the powered rail underneath the minecart here, we could simply activate a trapdoor on the other side of this block, or a piston possibly. So we could use a piston to prevent any villagers from getting inside of this minecart, as the minecart hitbox does go a little bit through the corner of these two blocks. It is hard to explain what I'm trying to explain. Let me, instead of telling you, show you. Okay, so if we head in here and use buttons to our advantage to stop the water from leaking out, the villagers will go from the villager breeder down into this area here, where they can then get picked up by the minecart. We do not necessarily want that to happen, so I'm going to dig down 2 blocks here, and then use a sticky piston with a stone block on it. So we have this activated when we do not want villagers inside of the minecart. See, it is physically impossible for a villager to get in there, as the hitbox is blocked off by this block that is being held up by a sticky piston. When we want a villager in there, we simply retract it, a villager gets inside of the minecart. The villager breeder is now in place, and we have got a whole bunch of baby villagers and adult villagers. I'm just waiting for those little youngsters to go and grow up. I have set up a redstone system here to, well, make this thing be fully automatic. I have a stone button on the floor over here, and when I go and activate it to send a redstone pulse, it will follow along this line here and then go and power that block there. That will in turn lower that stone block that is being held up by the sticky piston, allowing one of the villagers to go inside of this minecart here. Then after all of that delay with all of these repeaters here, this repeater will finally activate the powered rail underneath the minecart, sending the minecart off, and then, well, we've got the trading hall system that will go into action that I will not explain. Then eventually the minecart should come back around and then end up in the exact same area, ready for another villager to hop in. Now I'm going to give it a bit of a test here and hope that when I press the button, an adult villager goes into the minecart. There is a big adult villager in the corner of that stone block, which hopefully that is the one that gets into the minecart. I have got a wooden button here to test it out. Okay, I haven't tested this system yet, so let's hope it indeed works. Boom! There we go. And now after the redstone pulse, he goes along. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is absolutely amazing. He falls into his module, and the minecart continues to go along, and then eventually should, yep, here it is on its way back and goes right into place. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. I will have to wait until the villagers grow into adults again before I can use this system, and my chickens are of course going crazy. Chickens? I'm recording a video. You're going to have to be very quiet, okay? The viewers don't like the sounds you make. Do you understand me? Sorry about that. We have now got a villager inside of his cell here. I nearly just punched him. Let's not do that. I have not finished decorating this, which is what I will get to doing in a second. And, okay, this is good. He is not linked to any type of workstation yet. Then from here I can go and get one of the workstations, and I should be able to break this glass block without having him escape. Yes, okay, that is why the trapdoor is there. I add his workstation. Hopefully he links to it, which, he did not. Someone else linked to it. You had one job, and that was to link to this lectern that is directly in front of you. And you failed. Stop shaking your head. Stop denying it. Why are they all suddenly linking to random stuff? We've got an armorer, we've got another armorer, we've got a brewing stand guy. This wasn't part of the deal. And then what I can do with him is go and place a lectern in, which he will connect with. He is offering an efficiency 4 book. That is not too bad of a trade, except I have already got efficiency 5 over here with this lovely villager for the high price of 56 emerald. We have an iron farm though, so that is not a problem. Then with this piston tactic I can do here, I can just go and move the piston as such, and he will re-roll his trades. Sometimes he does not give you a book, sometimes he does. Hopefully this will help you if you are making a villager trading hall just like this inside of your Minecraft world. It is very helpful, and soon enough he will give me an enchantment that I do not want. One last thing that I do want to mention is to breed all these villagers I need a whole bunch of potatoes. There is no microcrop farm on the server, so I go and build one here. What is with my speaking? I built a microcrop farm. I can simply activate it as such and then just... There we go, I've got a microcrop farm here. I don't even need to send you a link to a tutorial. Look how simple it is. Just look at this here, and there you go, you now know how to build it. There is just a few bone meals inside of these dispensers, and then a water in the top one. A very nice and simple design, and now I can go and throw these potatoes down to the villagers below. Oh my gosh. Yes, I have found it. AG's secret mining quarry area that he showcased off in his videos like this.
So this is the quarry.
This is AG's secret quarry. Don't tell any others. Don't worry, AG, I have blurred out the position and no one will ever find this apart from the people that found it by looking at the live stream you were doing. Never tell anyone about this place if you find. Never show it on camera. Oh, well. I've ruined that already. Oh, it's too late. I've done it already, and I've already edited this part into the video, even though I'm still recording it. I just wanted to showcase it off. It looked very nice, AG. I hope you don't mind. We've got pickaxes everywhere. This is a waste of tools, and what? Okay, and even cinnamons. I hope this doesn't have any good enchantments. Oh my gosh, those are really good enchantments. Oh my gosh. I think it is clear to say that AG is one of the most wealthy Endercrafters on the server. Oh. I thought I was. Decoration on the place is also going good. You can see I've got a pattern starting here, and I am adding in redstone lamps to the floor to light this place up. Just simply digging down 2 blocks as such and adding a redstone lamp. I am going to put glass over this redstone lamp eventually, except I don't have brown dye on this server because wandering traders just don't want to give it to me for some reason. Yeah, it does not necessarily look the best yet, but once we get all the villagers in and I do finish decorating up and adding a roof, this will look very nice. And also an infinite... I'm not in full screen. Wow, let's redo that. Okay, after many hours of work, me and Techno have now finished the villager trading hall here. And I think I'm very happy with how it turned out. We've got interesting patterns along the roof as well as the floor. I think there are a few too many redstone lamps. This took a very long time to make. We have got all the enchantments we will ever want with Aqua Affinity down to Unbreaking 3, which is the very last enchantment we got from the system, so that is all very good. And also room for expansion in the future. We have got redstone people that give us redstone, lapis, and also glowstone for a nice price, as well as farmers over here to give us golden carrots, which is a very good food source if you ask me. So now everyone can live off golden carrots for the rest of the server's life, which, if you did not know, is the best food in Minecraft. We have still got to find a few more golden carrot farmers though, as they do tend to give you glistening melons a lot of the time. Hello, Techno. And also, yeah, these stonecutter dudes, where we can eventually trade to get not only an infinite supply of quartz blocks, which we can then turn into quartz using the stonecutter here, but also all the different terracotta types too. That is why we have got so many more empty spaces inside of here. Anyway, I haven't done a cut for a while, so let's do a cut. There we go, I just needed to satisfy my editing needs. I'm very happy with how this place turned out. I think Techno is too. It has taken a very long amount of time. Why don't we go and enter the video here? If you do not know where this is located, it is directly under the center mall. Always have a smiley face, and I will see you later. Goodbye.